Yeah, ours was that today like that, and I was
You know,
sore from it. There she is.
yay, diva!
Oh, there
Uh-oh.
she's not. There she is. She's teasing
Come
us.
back!
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Welcome,
goodness.
busy lady. Welcome.
And then had such a hard time getting the stream to co-stream. And, you know, it was like, get your mic. I had my mic with me, la, la, la. So
Oh,
I'm
thank you,
here.
Tuck. Yay. We're so happy to have you. And I love that
Looking
color
amazing as
lipstick.
always.
So
Thank
pretty.
you. Yeah,
It's
it's
so
one of
pretty.
it's one of those ones that doesn't, you know, wipe off. So in the morning I wake up with bright red lips, or
Yeah,
half
of
of it.
course. Me too. I just always have these hot pink lips. Oh, let me see this. What? Tentative deal includes a 62% wage hike over 6 years. Oh, okay. Interesting. So it's not like a lump wage increase. It'll just kind of get there in steps, kind of like teachers, how we're on steps. Yeah, I know. Wait till they automate everything, Kentucky Goblin. It's not going to be good.
It's like the cost of living adjustment every year for Social Security benefits. You know, it's just a little adjustment every year. It's not like
I hope so. I hope that's how they're going to run it. Yeah.
it's not going to be much this year.
Yeah, I agree. That's a little nerve-wracking, the AI, how it's taking over various things. And especially the arts, like Barry has pointed out, and I found a video where it's like the background, the people in the background, it's like they're all warped, like, you're looking at them on LSD. Like, it's just bad.
AIs and
Timur,
drugs.
good to see you. Thank you for coming in.
The guy's walking, there's 3 doctors. There's one doctor walking towards 2 doctors. The 2 doctors are walking backwards, but their legs are backwards too. I'm like, how does that work?
So
And
crazy.
their face instead of being, right here at the front of their head, it's over
Right.
here. I'm like,
Yeah, they should. I shared one
works.
where a woman was like riding on a wolf, and
Yeah,
as she passed people, their faces just melted and warped and got shorter. It was so crazy looking. Kind of scary,
Wow.
actually.
they were like wax figures, in a wax
Right.
museum, only the air conditioning quit working.
Exactly. Yeah, they will. They're going to do that with a lot of work like that, Kentucky Goblin. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And it's just scary too. Like, I don't know. I'm still leery of what happened with the storm. It just behaved so strangely. We'll just say, just weird.
Mhm.
And it was very lopsided too. So that east side of the storm, like, really, even though it didn't come aboard until it got up towards Tallahassee, it did some damage all the way up because of the water. And I think it's All About Sarah is her channel. They got like 2 foot of that flooding. It was just heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. And then seeing people too, like they're in the middle of a flood and their house catches on fire. That video, it's like, what? How does that happen?
Wow.
Yeah. Right. No more strikes. It'll just like put in the machines pretty much. Oh, you walk out. Guess what? Oh, we've got these machines that'll do it. So we don't need you anyway.
Hmm.
Oh, do they? Okay, Kentucky Goblin. That makes sense. They seem like that they would automate it first. That's for sure.
Well, some people don't realize too, like, especially if you have a garage
Yeah.
that's built onto your house.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of chemicals that we store in our garages don't react too well with water. And
Oh.
We don't know
Mm.
that because not everybody's a chemist. I'm not a chemist.
No, I'm not.
But
Yeah.
I do know some things,
Right.
will burst into flame. When it
But
Well,
catches fire.
you play a chemist on YouTube though.
yes, you play
Yeah,
on
sometimes,
YouTube.
yeah.
Well, that was like seeing people's big old gas tanks floating in the water and
Mhm.
wondering, okay, like if that's floating, do they have, they've got open gas lines that
Mhm.
are there.
It's just spraying. I have to floss. Sorry.
Right. No, it's okay. Um, last strike for the longshoreman was, he said, oh, yeah. Okay, Tibor. I didn't realize that. Thank you. And I was surprised, like with the minimum wage hike, that they didn't get a hike too. Same thing. Like you would think they would get a good raise along with our truckers would get some
Mhm.
kind of subsidy because, yeah, like we saw in 2020 how essential they were for
Mhm.
keeping us all fed and, toilet paper, medical supplies. Like
Mhm.
I was dealing with that in my brain, like too, that kind of damage that did to people. Like you're essential, you're not. Your
Mhm.
life's essential,
Mhm.
yours is not. Like
Mhm.
how many people who are waiting on surgeries passed away, waiting on testing, got sicker. It was just awful. Electrical wiring problem got wet and start. Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Well, not in every case because that's why we have breakers. So
Yeah, the
when the
breakers would
hot,
kick off.
when the hot and the negative are bridged by water or something that's conductive, it kicks the breaker usually.
Oh, that's horrible,
So
Shawnee.
what was burning?
Yeah, what was in the water that it was burning their skin? That's horrible. Kind of like a cocktail, I guess, like a chemical cocktail of whatever is around them. That's so sad.
Mhm. It
Could have
is,
been.
really is.
Yeah, I think too that's why I did like the whole motivation thing that we were in that kind of shock and trauma. And it's secondary. I mean, we're not going through it, but if you're empathetic at all,
Mhm.
it just shuts me down where I'm just like overwhelmed with my own stuff and then I'm overwhelmed seeing these visuals and it's like how do we help these people
Mhm.
going. I've heard that. That's horrible.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard that too.
I heard that too. I don't know what's up with that. I do
Yeah.
not know what's up with that. It was during Andrew though, it was a lot of smaller how do you say that? Like nonprofits that were flying things in. And at least that's one thing Franklin Graham's Samaritan's Purse is helping out. And they're an incredible organization.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, my husband didn't get any. He's on salary. He didn't get any kind of increase when all the McDonald's, Home Depot workers did. Yeah, that's just horrible. Yeah, electrical wiring, which is strange, like because I thought a lot of the electrical cut off, but I guess it didn't. I guess some of the breakers failed. Yeah, and some of
Absolutely.
it's political. They want us doing this to each other
Yeah.
and fighting. They want us in fighting. That's
Things that make you go, "Hmm."
interesting, Kentucky Goblin. Yeah. What could
Going back to what Shawnee said about the turkey, trying to save turkeys and the water burning their skin. I mean, the only thing I could think would be something that was chlorine or
mm,
an acid because
an acid probably, yeah.
water doesn't do well with acid. I think if I remember correctly,
can it float on the surface and just hit the person? Like,
I'm wondering.
you know
Been so
how,
long, like
yeah,
science classes, like way back there in history.
yeah. And I didn't
Burning.
dare take chemistry because it had
Yeah,
algebra woven
like
into it.
cool cleaning supplies would burn you. I
Yeah,
mean,
Tibor says sulfuric
Sulfuric
acid.
acid.
yeah,
That
But
makes sense.
but but it's like it's a lot of water. Like, so
Right.
wouldn't it dissipate? Like, why would it
Right.
be so
It might
constant?
yeah.
float,
Water would
whatever it
dilute the
was.
sulfuric acid, but wonder if it was something that water just won't dilute.
Hmm.
You know,
Like just floated on
or if
top
it's
and
isolated.
hit them.
Maybe it's just isolated in that area, and
Mhm.
but I'm not discounting it because I mean, so many bizarre things have happened these past 2
Mhm.
years that I'm like, oh, that happened. Okay.
Mhm.
Wow, Passamaquoddy. I don't think people are even thinking that. Not to mention the ones
Oh,
that
well,
passed.
isn't that convenient?
Yeah.
Yes, but also, the the leaders didn't go, and they're not doing anything. So, what do you think that's going to do for those that are suffering there right now,
Right.
and those that are watching people suffer right now?
Right.
Where do you think their vote is not going to go?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I
Yeah.
actually saw, oh my gosh, it was so funny. This lady did a skit on Camelot, and it was hilarious. It was like, how she always goes into how she grew up not, with a single mom and poor and everything. And that she's walking into a McDonald's, the character, and she's just like, "Oh, it smells like home," like the character. And then she's like trying to operate, how McDonald's has those kiosks now that are all electric. Hey, Beth. And she's just couldn't do it. She was just like, yeah, they didn't have these. Yeah, and if I get in, we're gonna do away with that.
Yeah.
Like her favorite. Like, we're gonna do away with that.
We're going to do away with that. We're going to take care of that. And
Oh
you could have been taking care of it already. How come? How come now?
right, right. They took away my.
Oh,
Wow, they did. I didn't hear that. Okay, so sulfuric acid and high pressure water is used. Metal components. Oh, okay. Yeah, to drill holes. I forget the type of acid too. We used to use acid for etching when I was in college. Mm.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, he knows what's going up there pretty much
Mhm.
in the skies. I'm just surprised he can get away with saying some of the stuff he says. So anyway, I thought of motivation because today I felt so shut down that I was like, okay, all I really have to do is fold the laundry, make sure that there's some food for my husband when he gets home, and empty the dishwasher. And I had no motivation to do any of it at all. I was just like,
hey, Karis,
I
what's
just want
up?
to go back to bed. Hey, abandoned and forgotten whales.
Did you get that, Barry?
Oh yeah,
No,
Barry is moving into a new
still
place.
working on
Yes. Can't wait to see you in your new place.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nope.
I told him it's a shame that he doesn't have like one of those chutes, like a laundry chute that he could just go from window to window and just
it. It's funny because Goblin said the same thing, kind of. Yeah.
it just seems like it should be possible in like a Home Alone kind of way, like movie way.
Mhm. Are you going up higher to this new place? Oh,
Lower.
it's low. Oh, lower. Oh, so you could shoot it
Thankfully.
down.
Yeah. That's a steep hill. Maybe we get there quick.
Yeah. I was thinking put it on top of cardboard boxes, tape into cardboard boxes and just let them slide. Like,
Yeah. This truck, I really wished that that little truck was not reserved when I went there because I got this 26-foot honking truck, that I don't really need for
Right.
6 years worth of stuff, but it's all they had. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is gonna hurt.
Right.
And I took it, and then of course when I get on the hill, it's got road tires. They're not made to go through gravel and mud, and we're still a little damp here. And it was, spinning up the hill, and I'm like,
Yikes.
I'm gonna put this thing up here, and I'm gonna load it up one way or the other.
Right. Right.
Good
How
thing
did
there's
you
four
end up?
tires.
Did you put any kind of like rocks or anything underneath the tires? Did you find anything? Oh, okay.
Nah, I just went easy on it, and it went up.
Right.
Just,
Kentucky. Mm-hmm.
it's. I really wished I had thought it through and said, okay, I'm going to go somewhere else, but I didn't want to go very far. I didn't want us to have to be going all over the place because, I'm eternally grateful that Goblin is there to take me where these places. And I didn't want to have to go 20, 30 miles out of our way,
Yes. Yeah, no. That's too much.
I mean, it's a monster.
That is a monster. Wow. You could practically make it a tiny home.
Just
I wish.
Move into the U-Haul and fix it up.
Mhm.
yeah.
Put a bed right up there at that, mom's attic is what they call
Yep.
it. Mom's attic
Yep.
right there. By the
Right.
way, that has a maple leaf flag on it right next to the
Oh.
American flag. on the
Oh,
license plate.
funny.
So I thought I'd share that with you.
Yeah, Tibor, there is one trying to form in Helene's path. That's for sure. And that's what's scary for these poor people trying to recover. I haven't heard much. Let me see. I'm just popping it up and seeing. Yeah, we're supposed to get more rain. Oh yeah. It says Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I mean today, Sunday, Monday, not Tuesday. Today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday supposedly it just turns into wind. Saturday, rain. Yep. All the way. Yep, you're right. But who knows with South Florida? Like they'll say we got nothing from Helene. We didn't get anything at all from all those bands and stuff that were going off of her. We didn't. It was very low key day. Oh yeah, yeah. So anyway, the motivation was I one of the things I do is I tell myself I'm just going to do it for like 10 minutes. You can also set an alarm. It's actually called a certain type of exercise. I had it. And I didn't know that it was called somebody had developed it. It's called the Pomodoro technique, and you select a task you want to complete, and they say set a timer for 25 minutes. I never start with 25 minutes unless, it's just a matter of I have the energy and I need to focus. And then you work uninterrupted until the timer goes off, and then you take like a 5-minute break, and then you try and just complete that cycle like 3 more times, and then you can have like a larger break. And that does help me get things done when I'm having days like that. Helps motivate me. And like, of course, if you need the money, that's a big motivator, like to pay bills. That's a huge motivator.
Yeah.
And then I know Maureen and I did this for a little bit with getting our laundry put away. Like we would get it all folded and everything, but just getting it put away. I still have mine, but it's
Yeah, I only did it the one.
What?
I only did it the one time.
Yeah.
And then after that, I chose to go back to living out of my laundry baskets.
I still have my piles, and I need like another dresser, and I also need really to just donate to the whole boxing method. Yeah, we probably will, Beth. We probably will. Well, we did get wet. The West Coast got hammered with water with flooding. Tampa got quite a bit of flooding. In fact, they were joking around like, here come the wild ones, because it was starting to flood already. And you saw people in their little canoes with Trump flags out there and doing all kinds of weird stuff. And it was like, yep, that's my Florida.
You
Wow.
just release the brakes and coast down the new place.
Right? You just, yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Just have to release the brakes.
Chances are the
Right.
brakes aren't very good if it's not running. End up in the
I-
yard across the road.
That's
Yeah.
funny, Anne, 'cause that's the part that I like in a new place. I like to go and clean everything and then slowly put stuff where I want it. The only problem
Mm.
is it's like the stuff that you have from the old house never seems to fit right in the new house. It's just frustrating that way to me. I mean, I still
Mhm.
make it work. I'm not throwing out
Yeah.
things and buying all new, but
No,
yeah,
you figure out how to make it work.
right. The other thing too is they say like reorganize a to-do list, and to make things easier on yourself, try task batching, like doing similar things at the same time, like going to the post office if it's right next to the grocery store. I've done that. Um, Habit stacking, when you focus only on one habit until it becomes intuitive, then layering on another one until that feels solid, and so on. And then microtasking, which I like this, it goes into this next um, like way to handle motivation. It kind of creates small wins. And what you basically are doing is, say you have to do your laundry. So, your to-do list goes on one side of the paper, and then you put boxes on the other side. And what you do is you break that task down into smaller tasks, like, okay, I gotta sort the laundry, I gotta sort the colors, you know, turn the clothes inside out. But you get like a little check next to each thing after, and you're like, ooh, ooh, you know, I did that.
You get a gold star.
Yeah, I get a gold star. Beth, he's got the truck till tomorrow, I think he said, or the next day, right? What berry did you
I
say?
have to bring it back. I have to take it back Saturday. So tomorrow.
Saturday. Oh, wow.
Just
So late
tomorrow.
though, Saturday, right? So you could do the
Yeah, she didn't really. I have to look at the paperwork, but I don't think she really gave a time, as long as it's like, I don't know, paperwork's out in the truck.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
As
hear
long as I
you.
bring it back.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
is a
it's
headache moving into smaller
downsizing.
places. Yeah.
Right. I hear you. I've got my mom's stuff in here, and it's almost like downsizing. There's way too much stuff for this house. I almost want to upsize, which is not what you're supposed to do as you get older.
Mm.
I'd
Oh,
like
well,
to.
Duncan, uh, the nice thing is that they're in the totes, so they're already ready for when you have to move again. So you're actually ahead of for the next move that you might have to do. So you're just prepared. It's great.
I wish I had totes. That would be so much better than these boxes.
I am a tote girl. I love
Yeah,
totes.
me too. I'm an organized hoarder, is what I found out it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These people making tiny homes out of these U-Hauls, I don't know how they're doing it, because this thing gets like 5 to 6 miles to the gallon.
Right? Yeah. How are
How do
they
you do
going
that?
anywhere? And where are they finding to park them is what they were having problems with before with the tiny homes. Now
Yeah.
they're starting to do like little tiny home villages, but often the tiny home villages are like they want to build the tiny homes and you buy them.
Right.
Probably charge you extra for being late. Yeah, sometimes they do charge you extra for being late, and if you don't fill the gas tank back up.
And return it clean, although it wasn't very clean.
Mm. I haven't seen since we moved in 8 years. Yeah. Oh, I just found this from from when I was young. I didn't know I had it. It was out in the garage. Oh crap. Hold on. Let me fix this. The settings. Do the blur. Virtual background. No.
Unblur the blur.
But I am saving all these. I have two, like the chafing dishes for hurricanes. I can put a sterno in there and keep my coffee hot. So,
Nice.
yeah, and same thing with food. I can heat up food with the sternos in my chafing dishes that I have from my parents. So yeah, I'm grateful for them. It's just a matter of where to store everything. I need an extra room. Stacking in a truck. Yeah, we had when we moved mom here, we had a pod, and yeah, the way it was packed, they did a pretty good job. It was my cousin, so I'm very grateful for that. But those totes shifted and they broke like a piece of furniture that had glass doors, and they fell against the door, so the door was really hard for us to get open once it arrived. Yeah, that would I still need to use my little tool I got for free to trim bushes, Randall. At least you got out there and you did it.
Hmm.
Right? And I like that part where you're like, oh, I didn't know I still had that. Problem, I've collected shiny rock quartz samples for underground every flat surface that helm is covered. That would be hard. Maybe you could make like a rock wall and go vertical with it, abandoned, forgotten. What do I just call you? Do I have to say the whole name every time, or do you go by just abandoned? Like, what do people usually call you?
It's Gareth, right? I hope I
Garrett?
have the name right. I'm still trying to learn everyone's names.
Yes, we have a generator, but you're supposed to really test it, and ours has never been tested. And it's like, let's see, it's going to be 20 years old in 2 more years.
Wow.
Lanterns I won't forget before the apartment. Oh, yeah. We had a really pretty one, and it ended up, it got broken.
Call him Gareth.
I've done that all my life, Kentucky Goblin. Once I get started, if I go in a hyper focus on something, I overdo it. And now I pay a huge price for doing that. So I try to reel it in and find that balance, which is hard.
Oh shoot, I'm all over the place with this move.
Yeah, of course.
Like I don't know, it's like I get tired of that room, so I go to the other one.
Right. Anybody in the side chat though, how like what do you do to motivate yourself? Or what motivates you when you are in one of those moods that you're just kind of shut down? It could be for any reason. It could be overwhelm, it could be depression, grief, whatever it might be. Yes, it's a portable generator, but it's a very large one. I want to get the one that's a solar. A couple of them I would like to have,
Oh,
actually.
like I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Jackeries, I wouldn't mind. So we have kind of them throughout the house for different things.
I'd show you mine, but I think I packed it already.
Okay. Johnny had a lot of power cuts, so we went and bought a small generator 3 years ago.
Oh no, I didn't.
And that happened to us. We got our generator the day we got our power back after Wilma. We had just gotten it in the house, and then all the lights came on in the neighborhood. Everybody was like, "Yay!" Oh my God.
She cleans loudly. That's what motivates her.
Right. So a little bit of anger motivates you to get things done. Yeah, that's funny, Passamaquoddy, because I think sometimes my husband would do that on purpose. House is getting a little messy, just, tick me off, and ta-da! There I go.
The house is clean.
I just clean.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that motivation for sure.
Well, I could only get mad at myself if the house gets nasty.
Kentucky Goblin. Barry will not let me drive his truck. Sounds
I
like a
wanted to
kid.
prove to myself that I could turn it around from down there and get it up the hill. If I couldn't do it, I would have said, "Hey, ambulance driver, can you help me?"
Barry's probably just happy to be driving again, Randall.
Yeah, I was actually. You're
Mhm.
right about that. I was. I was
I
like,
was
"Oh yeah, I'm
thinking
driving."
of you about like that. Like, I bet he's so happy to just be behind the wheel again.
So that's the 600. It's Exodus 600.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, so wee.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't one of the most powerful ones, but it was in my budget. So
Like, what can it run? Like, what? Like
um,
the largest? Can it run a mini fridge or a regular size? Or
you probably could get by with a mini fridge, but I
okay.
wouldn't. Don't expect it to run 24 hours like a gas generator. But
Miss Sharon, I know, right?
I know, that's hilarious.
Yep, I hear
well,
ya.
these
I hear ya.
LED lights here, they're USB.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've heard of tiny houses doing that. Like they use those exactly for that. They'll hook up the
It's
string
awesome.
lights and stuff to have light in their house.
I
The
have
LEDs
I
are way
do.
more.
What were you
Go
gonna
ahead.
say?
I have a big generator I got from the big box store. It's still in its box.
Yeah, that was kind of ours too. I think the box
Yeah.
wore out from moving it.
Yeah.
Cool. Those are really bright.
Yeah, it's running off USB.
Those are
Very
great.
nice.
Yeah,
I
that's a
love
great
those kind of lights.
idea.
Of course, it shows you how much it's using.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
And then
That
you
stuff
got
is so beyond
12
me.
volt, and then you have two outlets right there. It's got some heft to it. It's not, like it's not backbreaking.
That's funny. Kentucky Goblin, you remind me of my brother. They went down to help with a harvest in Australia of rapeseed, and he was so excited to drive all the huge machinery on that farm. So
I'm trying
excited, like a
I'm
little
trying to make
boy.
it like it's disco lights.
Yeah, like
I,
disco lights.
I'm blinking him back on and off. Goblin said he'd almost pay
Mhm.
you to, he says, I almost pay him to let me drive the truck.
Right. That's what I was saying. It was like my brother.
Uh-huh.
He
I don't think there's
spent
any
quite a bit.
restriction. If you wanted to, you can. I'm just,
Yeah.
I
Ooh.
just wanted to prove to myself that I could get it through that tight spot at the bottom of the hill and back up the hill.
We'll pray for
Back,
you, Pastor McQuaddy. That's not a good thing. And neither is seeing red.
No.
When you get angry like that, that's not
No.
good. Definitely pray for you with that. Well, since on the topic of anger, I believe my friend is going to do something on the subject, but I will just say I am just kind of over the shorts and their musical choices because I didn't realize Diva was the one who told me that they do have copyrighted material in there. So that makes no sense. They should remove it. So when you go to make a short, you can still get a copyright strike by using their, music. Thankfully, they didn't strike me, but they let me know there was a copyright claim. And I went back after them. And I was just like, hey, then they shouldn't be in your choices for people, for creators to use. You should pull them.
but did they say it didn't have any effect on?
Of course, but it does. I noticed that when that happens to either a video or a short, they underperform. Why? And it must be because their AI is checking things out, like communicating with whatever, whoever copyright striked it
Yeah.
to see if it's like a legit copyright strike. And they must kind of, I don't, not push it out as much, like hold it back a little bit while they're checking that out, and it just ruins the momentum. That's a good pass, McQuaddy. I know when I was younger, I try to walk away as I'm older now, and especially if it's just immature crap. I just really don't need my anger going. I don't need to go there. Yeah. I don't need to
Nobody
go.
needs anger.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It's not healthy for me. And I don't need to let that person out that used to like to come out in my 20s. You know, I was telling Homestead Aquarius, I'm like, I think one of the worst things I did, like to somebody, like in the workplace, I've always been fine in the workplace. But when I was in my 20s at Walgreens, there was this lady who was one of those people that would be really nice to your face and then go tell the manager any little thing that you did wrong. Because, yeah.
Mhm.
And then they would act like they were the manager and they were a coworker. And I also was there longer than this person. And so she kept treating me like that. And I wasn't saying anything. And finally, because I wasn't saying like, hey, and striking a boundary with this person, one day that was it. It was just like, I'm done. I'm done with this person. And that was back in the day where we remember when you would clock in, you had that machine and you put it in there and it would, clock you in and put your time. It was like it would punch your time. I saw hers there, and it was in a room where we had like these filing cabinets at Walgreens. I just grabbed it and I tossed it behind the
You rebel, you.
I was just so mad, and I didn't know I was at that point where I was like, I'm gonna just, and I just saw it there. It wasn't even a second thought. I just grabbed it and threw it, and it was right before payday too. And later, I think I was close to quitting that job anyway, because it's like you're cleaning public restrooms and everything, and people are smoking back then in the restroom, and I'm like, I'm a little 20-something girl from Boca. I was a little bit spoiled. That was just ooh. And so I was quitting, and she said something like, "Oh, well, it's so weird. We found my time card behind the filing cabinet when they were like cleaning out something in that room." And I just looked at her like, "Oh, yeah, that was when I threw it back there." She's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Because you overstepped with me way too many times, and I had just had enough." By the way, I won't be here next week. I quit. Like I had already quit to where I felt the
Mhm.
freedom to tell her that. Oh, wait, did Garrett come in? Sorry.
Gareth.
Where's Garrett? Oh, Gareth is. Oh, okay. Sorry, I saw
Yeah.
Garrett. I thought it was
Mhm.
Garrett who came in. Garrett changed these batteries. Let's see. Demon Barry, do you still need hours? We all do, Anne. Barry is really close to getting his 3,000, and they're both very, very close. She's very close to getting her 4,000. What was it to you? I was like 300 and something. So I need the most, but these two are working the hardest right now with putting out content. So, oh, awesome, Anne.
That's awesome. Yes, I'd
That is
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I was 49 yesterday. Today I'm 54. The little
Yeah.
little cha-cha. Da, 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 da,
Yep.
da. Oh, da, da,
I'm
da, da, da.
talking.
Oh no. But I suspect, within the next couple of weeks I do have it doesn't help that I didn't get a long form out this past week.
Mm,
And then last night in the middle of the night I found that, oh, I have a short sitting here, and so I plugged it in
good.
and which was like it was all ready to go. I just needed
Mhm.
to present it. So I do have um I filmed two, and I'm finished editing the first. I just gotta
Mm,
do all the SEOs for now that it's up on YouTube, and then I have
okay.
another one. So I think having those two and then these lives, of course,
Right.
always give me a big shove. So
Me too.
Monday I'll have a new video out, so that'll help.
Yeah.
So
I
you know,
probably would be much closer if I could have done my daytime lives in the last couple weeks, but
mhm.
there's too much going on.
Yeah, and that's okay. It's
Hmm.
okay.
And I might do some revamping and everything. I'm watching videos on how to get out of that, just relying basically on the pattern of YouTube of
Yes.
becoming, because there was this creator who was talking about, she has a channel that it was like she has 500,000 subscribers and she's making content, and I think she made like $1,000 in the month, which is nice. I wouldn't mind that. But she's like, realistically, compare it to, doing this other thing, she made $40,000 and use it like I used to say, like this is kind of free advertising for, say, you have something to teach, but they set up classes or coaching. It's for a business. They use it for a separate business.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking into that. I don't know. My big thing is just not having the time right now with Malachi.
Time. Mm-hmm.
Time is difficult.
Thank you, Gareth. I appreciate it.
What was that? I'll play some. Oh, nice. I missed this one.
Sorry.
But I can't let my adrenaline get that high anymore. It cuts. Yeah, that's awful.
Ooh,
That's not good.
Wow.
Yeah, when it affects our health, that is just it's time to release it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it benefiting us or not? Is
Mm-hmm.
the thing. But the releasing is very hard. I always
Right.
pick it back.
So were you aren't going to talk about the new 3-minute shorts, or did you guys already talk before I got here? Because
No, ma'am, I was leaving that for you because you are so much better at that. I thought, Oh,
no,
okay.
I was just the messenger. I was late last night and I
No,
saw it.
I had saw that prior
Cool.
to you posting it, and I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
No,
Like,
no, I was just sharing it. I was
yeah,
like, here's some. It was just it was in our YouTube studio, and I saw it there. And went, oh, and
right.
saw the little write up, so I posted that. And then I think it was this morning where I watched
Yeah.
vidIQ. They
I
had
watched
that
it
little
when it
thing.
came out, and that's how I found out about it. When he published it, I was like one of the first or second people that saw it and was watching it, and I was like, that's a bunch of bull crap. So
Mhm.
basically, you're going to get paid less if you don't make any content over 3 minutes, because it's going to fall into the shorts category, which I think you make less in the shorts category from what I understand. But yeah, he was so funny too. It's like, what are we calling this? Like the capris? Are these trousers? Because they're not shorts anymore. They're not a minute long.
No.
One thing it will help with though, is the editing. It's always hard when you have content to get it down to that minute.
Yes. Yes. You go.
Press.
I have 1 minute and 3 seconds. Too long.
Right.
Too long.
No, I mean, I just do it. I just like, if I can, and I don't do a lot of shorts, but if I do it, I just try to, watch the timer on the camera and, try to get everything said or whatever's happening. Like one of the cats is doing something ultra cute. Let's hope he doesn't do something better.
Right.
Past that 1 minute. It's like, but 3 minutes, I mean, I could put a regular video up that would run 3 minutes. So
right. Yeah. And they can't now. If it runs 3 minutes, it gets shoved into shorts.
Well, it depends, but it's like if you have it, if you have it landscape.
Oh, that's right. If you film it landscape, it will go
Mhm.
in. It won't go into shorts.
It will automatically go into.
Now I do know how to make. I do know how to make a landscape video look like it was vertically, like it was portrait shot.
Yeah.
But it's like extra steps in editing.
Exactly.
Who wants to add more steps to their editing if they don't have to?
And mine always seem to come out like they're super blown up. I don't know why when you're switching it into vertical from a horizontal form, it like blows. It seems like it blows everything up bigger. It just seems weird. I don't know. Just seems strange. I can't get it to, although Diva did show me how to get it back to original if it's gone horizontal on you and get it back to that. But if it's a horizontal going to vertical, I have a hard time, for it not looking all blown up. Yeah, and either one, you still get hours. The only way it wouldn't matter is if you've watched that already on your account. So it wouldn't count. You don't like the vertical videos at all? See, now I don't like, no, I like those. I don't like the vertical lives so much. Yeah, people who like editing like that, like to do that. I do like editing, Aid. I just don't know enough about it. And even when I was in art school, I would overwork my paintings and things like that and then feel like I messed them up. And that's the same thing with editing. I just realized I've got to open Divas. I think I have berries open, but I don't have yours open. So you get me in there too.
Thank you. I really struggle to do shorts due to the environment in abandoned mines. It's so difficult to film as it's always wet, muddy, tight crawl spaces.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm surprised, Gareth, that you're even able to, like, I don't know how you do it because you have to be aware of your location, your surroundings, and then you're trying
Right.
to do the filming. And I mean, like, I don't even know how you fit through some of the spaces.
Right. That
there.
to me is terrifying, seeing cave, like people that are into that and then they get themselves into it looks like a rock sandwich and they're the bologna in the middle.
I love
And then
it.
they're
I love
talking.
caves.
No, but I mean, and then they're talking. No, but I mean, like the people, there was just a video of a guy, he was barely able to make it through. And
Mhm.
he's like kind of putting his lantern ahead of, and he's like doing one of these shimmy things between a rock and a rock. Sets off my like claustrophobia.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
Is that the
What?
real one? We need a
Who?
safe word.
We're not
We
bringing
need
you
a
up. And
safe
listen,
word.
you got to bring a safe word. But we can't hear him.
I don't think we never determined. What did you show me one time on the live, but it wasn't like violating? Oh, I'm gonna have to add him because I don't know if he can get into the
Oh my
private chat.
goodness.
Oh,
Well, I don't know. He did something. He flicked something. I'm just
Upside
going to add him to the
down
stage.
pineapple or something. What?
oh
Upside,
yeah,
yeah,
an
it was something
upside
with
down pineapple.
pineapples.
Yeah, I didn't know if you could get into the private chat on the new phone. I wasn't sure.
I was working on it.
I'll have to look, Aid. I didn't get a notification. But I haven't been on YouTube much. You were working on trying to get into the private chat and put pineapple? I was thinking of the can of Vienna sausages that you put in.
Well, yeah, the safe word. Well, I forgot what the safe word was for it.
Yeah, I don't remember what we
I did
decided.
too.
That's
It
hard.
wasn't Armageddon. It was maybe pineapple or Armageddon.
I think it was pineapple.
I think it was pineapple.
It was something about pineapple. I heard y'all
Wow.
talking about my big idea that I sold to YouTube, and that's what spurred me to come out of hiding and
Oh, really?
come up on screen. Hey, everybody saying hey to me. All one of you there, Mr. Aiden here.
Because you were talking about it, they caught you on your computer pass.
Yeah, I got some technological hurdles to overcome. Got some changes around here. But yeah, y'all were discussing my idea.
What was your idea?
Cargo shorts?
Yes, he said that instead of trousers or calling them. Oh, you called them, cargo shorts, and the other one was quite interesting.
Well, no, it's cargo shorts. It's the normal shorts are like the tidy whities. They're small and under a minute. And then you got your long form content, which is more like 7 minutes. Well, my idea for cargo shorts was it's somewhere in between those two. And you can really pack a lot of stuff in there in 3 minutes,
Yeah.
So it gives everybody more options. Just trying to figure out what to do with all my millions of dollars now after selling that to YouTube.
If it's upside down.
Of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, if it's right side up, it's hospitality. If it's upside down, that's when it's a different type of hospitality.
Yeah, you want to brace yourself for them upside down pineapple things. Yeah. Warn your wife or
Yeah,
husband.
it's Homestead. It's a frog guy. Um, that was sweet, Passamaquoddy. And what the heck are you doing with your door open, lady? Well, then again, you have your hole puncher, so I guess you feel pretty secure. And your puppies. Your puppies will let you know.
Mhm.
That is nice that you guys have a good police force in town. So, but no, I was thinking of the other one too that you mentioned about the skort.
Yeah, scorts. It's like, yeah, the scorts. Don't we need to bring back the scorts from the?
I loved
From the
my skorts though.
I still have skorts.
I love
I bought one just in
skorts.
the last year.
Yeah, I want to get another. I want to get some skorts. They're cute.
Is that
it's
the
action wear
skirt
for the
short
demure.
Yeah, they're very
combination?
demure. Oh my, very mindful because I'm not showing people my crotch. Instead, I have shorts underneath my skirt.
Mm.
J3, good to see you.
Hey,
Everybody pray for our friend J3GS Farm. He needs
Hey, J3.
electricity. They do not have electric right now. He needs some
Oh my
electric
goodness.
from that storm. It's good to see you.
Good to see
I've
you,
got a
sir.
delay on seeing y'all. I'm having to cover up my screen here to hold.
Yeah,
Actually,
don't
actually,
violate.
as long as I don't see, I've got to cover these cameras, and I don't have my electrical tape on this here, so got to be careful. Might hit the wrong button. It's been a while since I've seen J3GS in here or anywhere. But I think didn't he have another name he was going by for a little while?
Yeah, he has a brother that's a honey slinger that
Oh,
shows up, a twin brother. Hmm.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I heard about him at some of them parties, upside down pineapple parties.
That's
No,
the convenient alibi.
mango parties. No, mango parties. He's the honey slinger and the mango mangler, from from parties that I've heard about at least.
Yeah, JD.
Oh yeah, it's JDG behaving.
Thank you, Miss Sharon,
Right.
on that. She is
He's
such a
on
good
it.
God.
Jeez.
Behaving.
I'm
Not
so glad you could
but-
make it, Miss Sharon. Got to be praying for our Miss Sharon too. She's going through caretaking, just like I did.
Hmm.
It's great to have you when you can make it. I really appreciate it. But yeah, that we were without power for over a week in those 3 counties, and that was just we weren't prepared, really. I mean, we thought we were, but we weren't. That's the same thing. Look at all those people that might have had stocked up and had their stuff all prepped up, and it got washed away.
Yeah.
No, did he? No, did he? Nope, no, did he? I can't wait to see that whole thing blow up, but I don't know if it will. It'll probably be just like the other one who.
Swept under the carpet. Oh, nothing to
Mhm.
see here. Here.
Yep,
Let's
what
all
list?
go look
There's no
over
list.
here.
Yeah, there's no list. Royals on it? No. We have no
No,
list.
it's just a
Judges on
bunch
it?
of
No.
I'll tell you
harmless.
what, anybody having a bad day, a rough time, a little rough patch, okay, you can be glad that right now you are not Diddy hanging out in the cell, looking like the biggest target in the universe right now.
Right?
Okay?
Yep. All those people wanting to send people in for him. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, day 10. I'm glad though that they checked on you. Jake Theory was saying over at Tampa's that, police came by and checked, did a check and gave them some things like if they needed it.
Why is our Passamaquoddy being checked upon?
Because
'cause
go
her
ahead.
front door was open.
Yeah. It sounds like she
Okay.
has a screen or storm door that
And
she
he was
had
new.
shut.
He was
that
new
unlocked.
cop on the beat. So
Okay, that's cool. That's
It
cool.
is.
Like, I ain't seen that before. I better go check that out. She's in there having a cannon party with her heat strapped to her side.
Right? Yeah, people can.
Mm.
Yeah, I would close your door now, but I understand Passamaquoddy. My grandmother was the same way. She wouldn't want to
Oh.
close anything up. Anyway, Paul Bloor had her All-American prepper. He lost his dad today. Oh no, that's
Agent Orange
horrible,
Cancer.
Casey.
Very sorry.
Yeah,
Very
God,
sorry to All American Prepper.
yeah. God, I pray for All-American prepper that you would meet him with his grief and just be there in the midst of his family as they are
Mhm.
mourning his dad.
Mhm.
I pray that in Jesus' name.
Mhm.
Amen.
Mhm.
Yeah, that I don't know. Like, and yeah, like how do you even prepare for what we saw? The whole
You
town
don't.
was just washed away.
It's horrible. Yeah,
It's horrible.
what
Like,
is going on? It's just mind blowing.
Yeah.
yeah, Pass, you can't live like that here anymore, really, in Florida with all the drugs
I'm
and
just,
the gangs. Go ahead.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that Helene came up. The normal thing that hurricanes do when they come through Florida, they come up to us here in Kentucky to go through
Right.
uh, Jedi there and other places in between. But then when it got up to the top of Kentucky, it went up into like Illinois, Indiana. It turned around back on itself. I've never seen one do that.
Oh, yeah, they've done
What-
that. They've gone across Florida, turned around, and went back at Florida before.
This storm was not normal.
No.
It's something, yeah, something wasn't right about that storm.
Oh no, Duncan. I just saw somebody who was in one of the gardening groups that I'm on Facebook. Like I don't know them personally, and they were like, just got hit by pygmy, going to the ER. Pygmy rattlesnake got him. That's the most common snake that gets people down here, it seems. But most of them are usually like groundskeepers and people who are outside a lot. So, but scary. And I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. No, nothing is normal anymore, J3. You're right.
Yeah, I
J3
agree.
he said a mouthful right there. And
Pretty
that's
much.
what people need to understand. See, that right there is so hard to get through into people's minds. Okay, they
Mm,
keep waiting for no. They keep, and I get it. I get the thing. They keep
yeah,
waiting for normal to come back.
exactly.
It never does.
Mm,
Normal never comes back.
But
We have to live in this world constantly adapting and knowing that it's going to change and looking ahead at those changes.
mm,
Normal never comes back.
mm.
it's
But
something normal.
complacency does. It's a different normal. And then things calm down and people get complacent because there's just this weird world where we suddenly can forget for a bit that happened. And I don't know if we do that on purpose so we can continue, but yeah.
It's always changing.
Mhm. I'm sorry, Barry. You and I spoke at the same time.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just saying, nothing's been normal since 2020.
Right, right. I know it's like, I know we have to be grown-ups, but
It's water.
even the little bit of childlike innocence that we had just went out the door in 2020.
Mhm.
Just really did.
Well, when I think about this,
Right,
okay, when I think about normal and the way things are in life,
right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I go back all the way to where there was like an old grandfather, Native American, when the first people came to the new land, their land, and you know everything was kind of chaotic, and
Yeah.
his grandson is standing there next to him, and it says, "Granddaddy, when will things get back to normal?" And he looks down and he says, "Well, I'm sure to get back to normal soon,"
Mm-hmm.
and it
Right.
never did. And that's what people need to really, really get into their heads. It's always going to change.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be changed, but I don't want to like basically like, oh, it's never going to get better again because dad went through the depression and then they went through that time of like consumerism and then the 80s were pretty great.
Yeah, I'm not saying it'll
Like,
always be bad.
yeah,
but
yeah. I just want people to understand that are watching, like, because I don't want to do that to their spirit. It's because
Yeah.
it's already
Well,
feeling kind of
The thing, like, you know, if I just speak from my perspective, you know, yeah, I had to, you know, stop performing, and my music career was heading into a direction where, you know, it was starting to build some momentum, and I started touring and whatever, and so yeah, that all had to shut down. But then I changed and became a gardener. Now, in that, it was I have a big family and I want to be able to feed them, and
Yeah.
so then this has this, you know, what's going on out there is not normal, but what I'm creating in my little world here is normal. Like tonight's gig, where Marissa was driving me downtown to drop me off for the gig, and I just went, oh, that place has changed. That place has changed. Because I never go downtown, and I stop and I go, I really live in a real small area. I live in my yard, and I live at that farm, and the butcher shop, my
Right.
church, and some friends. You know, I don't, and so it's like my little circumference of this world, which is becoming.
Oh, I just lost sound. Did anybody else lose sound on Diva?
I just lost sound on her.
Okay, we just lost your sound. Nope.
Oh, I'm liking this part. She can't get on to me.
I can. I'm
There
back.
you are.
Oh,
You're
okay,
back.
never mind. I gotta
That was
go.
weird.
But no, so it's you know, I know someone else said, yeah, I don't watch the news, and it's like I try to watch very little news, and
Me
you know,
too.
you put your ear to the ground, you go, oh, what's going on, and then you go, and then I come back into my little Diva in the
Yes.
Dirt world, and
Right.
this is um
It
you
hits
know,
us here
this
on YouTube. It's like, oh, I don't watch news, but then it's like all over YouTube, regurgitated
mhm.
with their influence on it, whoever that
Yeah,
channel might be. But
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
so it's, you know, and so again, you know, it's like, you know, if
yeah,
I'm gonna be on YouTube, then it's like, well, I'm gonna go and watch South Florida Sunshine. I'm gonna go watch Storms, Radios, and Cats,
right,
you know, I'm going to go and watch, you know, people that I love and care about and keep track.
right.
You know, I am
Yeah.
back. I'm
You're
back.
back.
It just disconnects me. I have no idea why. I think it's you, Homestead Aquarius. I think you have some power that goes, shut her down, shut her down. She's talking.
Yep. Oh yeah, I agree. Kentucky
Wait,
Goblin. Normal's
do
what
what?
out to be. Hmm.
Shut up.
Like Diva was saying, like she's created her own little normal, her own world.
Hmm.
And that's the world that we really have control over. Like I see these people that are like so mad, and I get it. They're so mad with how things are being run, but they're going to have some kind of revolution. And it's like, okay, so you have that. You go and just take out all these people. Guess what? They rotate just like the teeth on a shark. There are people, they know, they've played every single scenario out. There's enough history with what's happened in various countries that they know. And that's how, you know, communism rises to power because they've got their people in the wings waiting to take over who are much worse rulers. Much worse.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, my stepdad. Um, I've heard him say, and he's told me before. You know, humans are always going through life, and you're either going into a valley or you're going up to a peak.
Right.
And I've heard that before, and it's always like that in our individual lives.
Right.
And you know, as the world changes, as it does, um, you know, we as individuals and families, you know, we're going through things, hitting those peaks and valleys. There's
Mm-hmm.
a bad turn right around the corner, a good turn right around the corner, and you got
Right.
to make up as much ground as you can
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
while you can.
Right.
That's the main thing. And prepare as much as you can your own individual life.
Mhm.
Don't be overextended
Right.
in any way, and have a surplus of energy stored up. Um, and then when these things do happen, that we just can't help, it, it gets you through there.
Yeah.
It
Girl
helps
down.
you roll with these changes that come along. But we do have,
Oh, okay, Kentucky. Have a good night.
Okay. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you
Good
for
night, Goblin.
it was nice
Yeah.
having you giving
Now that
input.
we're interrupted, girl, dad cooking up deliciousness. And now you
Sorry.
can go back.
Yeah.
we got some hard times we're going through.
Right.
And I do hope that we have, a better normal, you know what I'm saying, coming along. But I think it's not going to happen unless we take the reins and guide it that way.
Yes.
Um, I was telling someone the other day, if you don't teach your children, somebody else will. Okay.
Right.
So, and if you don't take action, someone else will.
Yeah.
So it
Right.
depends on who takes the action, who
Mhm.
teaches your kids.
Right.
That's what makes the difference. Is it the goodness and the good things that your actions and that take place, or is it somebody else's that may not be as good? What's
Mhm.
going to take hold? I don't know.
That was why we homeschooled, because that was the thought of, do we really want um all these strangers to us and our family having so much time with our children and not knowing what they're teaching them, really,
Yep.
like as
Yep.
far as any kind of moral
Yeah.
standard or anything like that. Plus, like, a teacher can have a bad day and strike out at the
Exactly.
child
Yeah.
and just really tear them down. So we were blessed that we were able to do that. I know not everyone can do that. But that was the thought right off the bat. We had Hannah was a very sensitive child when she was younger, and now I have Malachi, and he's very much the same way. Yeah, you really have to pay attention to who is sowing into your children and what they're sowing into your children.
Exactly. Yeah. And see, that's talking about normal, getting back to normal. Okay. That normal that we
Okay.
want
Good
is
night.
under
Thank
attack.
you.
It's under attack.
Right.
And,
Absolutely.
if we want it to be that, then we've got to do what we can to make it happen, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's the hardest part. Well, that's kind of too, like, with not doing, with stopping some of my daytime lives, I needed to do that for Malachi's sake. That was pretty much all for him. He needed, and I needed to observe what would work best. Like, is it the lives? Is it me talking to my laptop, bringing out the laptop into the room? Um, and yeah, it was. He's doing so much better without me bringing that laptop out into the room and
Mm,
Yeah,
hopping on people's lives in the morning and doing my own lives in the morning. He just needs more of me right now.
yeah.
he needs you.
Yeah. Yeah. And he
And
needs that calm. He doesn't need the extra noise, and which is me.
right. Right. Right.
Unless it's talking to him. And
Mhm. Yeah. Well, you're talking like, it's like you're talking to yourself in the room, There's
right,
nobody he's not hearing that there's other conversations and stuff.
right.
So back to that thing about the normal. Um, it's not, it's almost like you kind of go, um, people want to go back to the normal that was where, I'm running the grind and you're running through fast food places because that's all you have time for and you're working, and it made people slow down, right? And to me, to get back to the norm is when we start cooking at home, when we start homeschooling our children,
Right.
when you go, you go, I need the aunts and uncles and the grandmas around my kids
Right.
because I need us all to raise
How it
together.
used to be.
Marissa
Right.
has been in this, she's got this really great book that she's been reading, and she just said, and I won't have the dates right, but it was way, 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 way back whenever, and some guy wrote this book and said, yeah, you feed your kids canned food, feed don't be a lot of hands-on with them, because you don't know the science on how to rear a child. And this dentist, he was seeing how everybody's teeth were and how their face shapes were weird at this.
Oh, I
And
know
so
who
it was
you
like, it was 1940s or 50s.
right.
And so he, with his own money, went all around the world and went
Mhm.
and started looking at different people. And it was like, and everybody had beautiful skin, beautiful,
Right.
beautiful shaped faces. And it was all about in regards to the diet and how they were treating their people.
Right.
And it was like I almost think it was I don't know if it was a North American person or if it was somebody in Great Britain. I didn't ask her that last night, but
Right.
it was like, and so he was like, no, you do need to have the grandmas, the grandpas all around. You need to, it's like it takes a village to raise a family, not just the child,
Mhm.
but it's like, it's this nucleus. That should be our norm, and this whole little, like, unfortunately, I don't live near,
Right.
my parents anymore, but my parents did have a huge influence on my children, and, and we did homeschool and things like that. So I almost think that that's what the
Yeah.
new norm should be, that, what is that? What does that look like, where, we
Mhm.
are trying to make connections more with people,
Right.
because we were becoming more and more isolated, and you got your little earbuds in, you're on the bus and you're in your phone, you're in this own little world. You're not even with the people on the bus, you
But
know?
at the same time, I worry about what the next thing will
Mhm.
be. Will they try to turn us against each other?
Of course.
They're already doing it. They're already
And
trying
just
to
really
separate
push it.
what?
That's
I I
like
missed that.
like an Orwellian type, 1984 movie type thing where we just, oh, look what he's doing. You see something, you say something, like New
Oh, yeah,
York was
they're always doing
pushing
it.
years ago.
Right.
Well,
Mm.
they still do it now,
Yeah.
even with everything
They've
going
done
on.
it every generation.
But
They've
it's like,
turned the children against the parents. They do it on TV where they make the parents look absolutely stupid.
Stupid. And
Absolutely
especially the
stupid.
father.
Yes,
The
especially the
father ends up
dad.
being the biggest idiot, and it's like,
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. They even did a study a while ago too, like, why are all these strong black men being dressed up in dresses on TV and in shows? Like, why are we depicting in that way?
to
They do
normalize it.
things yeah,
yes.
normalize that, but also to take that
Mhm.
that masculinity away, that leadership, that role
Mhm.
in the household. Like,
Yeah.
whatever they can do to rip the household apart, which I believe is just from the pit of hell, absolutely,
Yeah.
they will do it. Like, they'll do it. And
Mhm.
and we've seen it. We've seen it on, like, what Dave and I are saying, like, shows. I think that Dr. Weston Price, because I have Sally Fallon's cookbook.
Could
But
be.
he was Canadian.
Okay.
He was a Canadian, I couldn't
Yeah, like
remember
I said,
his
I didn't
name.
ask her.
Yeah, Dr. Weston Price, it was, 1870 to 1948, was a Canadian
Yes.
dentist and researcher who studied the relationship between diet and dental health.
Yep.
His findings were Price found that people who ate traditional diets had healthier teeth than those who ate processed and refined foods. He also discovered that native communities had less than 1% prevalence of tooth decay, and that they consumed high amounts of animal products, fermented foods, and a variety of grains, legumes, tubers, vegetables, and fruits.
Real food.
Real food. Yeah.
Mhm.
And he was a passionate advocate for holistic dentistry, which encouraged dentists to take a more holistic approach with patient care. His research and advocacy continues to influence the field of dentistry today. And Sally Fallon's book is based on that diet that
Mhm.
is like this thick. That's really that's really where we got a lot of people making the bone broths, was
Right.
from when that book
Right.
hit the mainstream.
Come on, Homestead, let's go foraging.
Yeah, and I like what Tibor said. Yes, it's like the idea takes a village only works in a village, and it's
Right.
like, and so I can speak from my own self that again, I had a big family, so we were a
You
big
were a village.
we were a village.
Yeah.
Right. It was like, and that's how I raised the kids. It's like we are a community and everybody has to contribute and everybody, and I still have that where, the kids miss having family dinner. Like Bo is in Vancouver and he's like, I think I might come home this weekend just because I miss my mom and some of my friends. And I just want to have a day with seeing my mom. And so there is that connection of where we want to spend time together. We want to speak
Yeah.
into each other's lives. And I'm grateful for, FaceTiming and being able to message because, wouldn't hear hide nor hair from anybody.
Right.
But yes, and we do, our little Facebook group, we do talk about, so where are we going to end up with our little commune? It's not a commune, but our little community, because it's like Passamaquoddy, like she is our massive food prepper and homemade everything, and so she's got that down pat, and
Right.
and so we all are going to be the
Sales, when
contributors.
there's things too going on with sales and for
Mhm.
prepping. She's got
Exactly.
that down.
Exactly.
And I think Shawnee had to be pulled away, but Shawnee is like an awesome researcher, but she's also a very good homeschooler. And
Yes.
really gives her children like hands-on, authentic times with like history or whatever it might be that they're learning, which I think is fantastic. But yeah, and then we have Homestead that wants to just be the
The
king.
wild and crazy guy.
Hey, we need a commune, okay?
No, we don't come here.
We need
He's
a
our netty
commune,
buddy.
and
He's our
somebody
nutty
has to be in charge.
I like that. Welcome back.
GP.
Yeah, I like that, Barry. He's our nutty buddy who eats nutty buddies.
Yeah, just throw me under the bus.
Yeah, but I'm throwing you under the bus with a brand new box of Nutty Buddies.
Yeah.
No, I'm off the Nutty Buddies. Remember, I'm done with the Nutty Buddies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's into honey buns.
That's right.
Honey
The honey
buns.
buns moved on.
Honey buns.
I hope you got a good amount past Quaddy. That would be wonderful. Hey, how are you feeling? Hope you're doing better. Hope you're healing. It's good to see you, Mutt. Well, really, the Mutt. The married man now. Yeah.
I don't know that channel much. American.
You know Mutt. Mutt's been around since Dangerous Freedom. Celtic Mutt was his other channel. I'm pretty sure you know Mutt.
Well, I don't get around like some people, Carol. I'm not.
Yes, you've been around plenty, Mr. Pineapple Man. Yes,
I'm not busy. I'm not a busy boy. Okay. Gosh.
Shots fired.
Homestead Aquarius, you are the biggest social butterfly hillbilly I have ever met. What are you talking about? More, I guess it would be more like a.
When they come around, they hide in their pineapples. Okay, they say, no, no. You take that straw hat wearing hillbilly, and he can stay back from this party. Okay. Oh my God.
Too funny. I was just gonna say it's probably more like a bat because you're there in the shadows and you're everywhere. He'll understand that reference.
Like a fat ninja.
Yeah.
Can't see me.
Everywhere. That's like that. That was like that short that I sent to everybody. Like how I think I was going to look in my 50s, and it was that actress. I can't think of her name, Sandra Bullock, and she's strutting her stuff, tiny as can be, and then it's but how I really am, and it was what's the actress from Bridesmaids? Can't think of her name. She actually
Rebel Wilson.
No,
Rebel Wilson.
It wasn't Rebel Wilson. It was she lost quite a bit of weight. Kathy, was it Kathy? Her first name? I'm not sure. She also was on TV, and had a show.
Oh,
Oh gosh, she's played in
Jennifer
quite.
McCarthy. It's a something
Yeah,
McCarthy.
that's it. That's it. McCarthy. She
Mhm.
and it was like what I thought I would look like, Sandra Bullock, and then it's her, Jennifer McCarthy, like being all goofy and falling over furniture. It's like, yep,
Mhm.
that's kind of how it gets. So I get it, Homestead. Yep, totally get
Yeah,
it. I
Sandra
take
Bullock.
on the
Yep.
devil told me. Man, money was a good thing. Yeah, right.
Keyboard's on to something. And that,
Right.
that song, Head Like a Hole, is always my go-to to describe that perfect thing right there. Head like a hole.
Right.
Dark as the soul. Yeah. Bow down before the one you serve. You're going to get what you deserve. And
Right.
that's what the
Gosh, that's old.
baseline of our society is dropping to.
Right.
Mhm.
It's true. It's true. It's been since the beginning of time, though. Even and it all started too was not just money. It was because we asked for a king rather than God. We wanted a king,
There you
Yes.
go.
and kings are faulty because they're human,
Yes.
and
Well,
then they
you're
fall.
absolutely right. It's been going on ever since the beginning, right? Since we were trying to hunt down something to eat and find somebody to make babies with, it's been going on since then. It's
Right.
just that the tools and the rewards and everything else has changed. The same basic feelings are there. The same reasons and are there. Um,
Right.
the tactics are different, but modern human beings are very much the same as we were caveman days. It's just we've got layers of civility, right, added to and insulating us from those instinctive drives.
Oh, I love this. I love what Shawnee just came in and said. I didn't
Mm.
know you were still in the shadows, girl. I'm so glad. I hope you heard what I said about your homeschooling, which is amazing. I just wanted to say that how to stay motivated is deeper than the how. Acknowledge that you're just not motivated. Show yourself some grace. Check yourself. Are your basic needs being met? No, I've been eating crap, Shawnee. Like I went through that box of Haagen-Dazs in one night, the bars, and then and even Homestead's like, you gotta pace yourself, girl. And then we also have Klondike bars in the house. And then I had to lay down for a nap, and I was wondering why I felt like crap. I'm like, Carol, you're eating crap. That's why you feel like crap. Get outside time, maybe exercise. Yes, that was one of the things it said about exercise and getting outside was the next one.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Today.
Well, Shawnee, I ain't known her very long. I don't know that much about her, really.
Oh, but she's the keeper. We got to keep her. We got to keep her. Keep her.
She's growing on you, okay? I
Yeah.
think you might be good people.
Oh,
My
she is
Oh.
more than
is
good
still
people.
out. I'm
Shawnee,
still watching.
I sent you the link on working. Yes. Oh, your work. I forget that's right. Sometimes you work at night. And you've been busy.
Look at that kitty. I love that kitty. I want to hold it.
I know. I want a kitty.
Oh, look at it. It says, yeah.
That was
Oh,
another short that I watched. Like they were saying about how to go viral, and the guy already has a huge channel, and he's like, "That's not how you go viral. This is how you go viral." And he pulls a kitty out of his pocket.
Cats rule.
It's so
Yep.
true.
Mm-hmm.
The internet was made for cats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm glad you feel them. Their truth. In fact, you inspired me, Shawnee. I need to see. We have a place that's up by the fairgrounds that does things like that. I don't know how much Malachi would take in, but he probably would really enjoy the outing. I forget what they call it. It's like Old Town or something. Oh, sweet GT. I'm so appreciative of this core group that we do have that comes and supports us. Hey, the Bud Files. And just that gets involved in the side chat or is, in the bushes doing their thing and listening. We really do appreciate you guys so much. because just dealing with YouTube's finickiness and weird things, like even I was listening to another creator who teaches creators, and she was like, well, you have to niche down on Instagram or they won't push your stuff out. You'll basically get lost. That's how their algorithm works. Then the next video, or maybe two from that, was like, oh, great. Instagram just changed their whole algorithm. And that's what like creators deal with, is the algorithms kind of are in flux. The rules are in flux, like this new thing with the shorts. And you have to be careful like where your focus is. I noticed when I started focusing on subscriber count to get monetized and hours to get monetized, I got more frustrated. And even now, like today, I was so frustrated with getting that minor copyright claim, but I was like, stop it. If it's not a strike, then shut up. Take it off of there. If they're complaining about the song, then take it out of the shorts selection. That's on you. Like, that's your job, not mine. You've got it there. I don't know. But yeah, you guys make it worthwhile. Long
Yes,
story
yes.
to get to that, but you make it really worthwhile to keep coming back. Because some days I'm just like, I could get a real job and make some real money instead of trying to do this YouTube.
No, you couldn't. That's like, okay. No, Carol, because
Hey,
we're
it's
what do
the
you
holidays. I could stock for, Target or something. I could do stock.
and so you just take Malachi with you?
I know he would be asleep. I would do night shift, and I never get sleep. Wow.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah, I
cannot.
know. That's not gonna happen. No, it
Cannot.
would have to be still something from home, but yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's it's a tough that's a tough one when you have a special needs child and that is your priority. But you're going, yeah, you got some extra bills that have just, sideswiped you guys over the
Right,
last year,
right,
and so it's like, okay, we need that divine intervention of,
yeah,
or not intervention, but a divine idea of what is going to work, what could work, that where it could just be some income coming in, and so it's like, open up that door, Lord, for Carol and her family. And
oh,
I agree. I just, these y'all are my friends, right? Like, this is that I'm grateful to YouTube for that I have, these people who I get to hang out with and share my life and get to laugh and and
right,
cry and get angry with,
right,
and we're all from different walks, some of faith, some of not, but there is
right,
this commonality of, like, we like hanging out with each other.
and
And
support,
that's the
yeah,
beauty of it. Like, it's like,
right,
this is what is great about YouTube is that we can actually
right,
sit and, we would have never gotten to meet, and you and I are such two peas in a pod
yeah,
in how we think and how we things we like and things we don't like, and
right,
and it's like, and so it's like, I'm
that,
super grateful for that, the
yeah, and
craziness of this. And so
I think of you and Laura too, like you're both those intercessory kind of hearts that you have, and that was me back in the church. That was
Oh,
me praying with people too, and how God just brought all three of us together like that. And what's really weird with going through this whole thing with getting my scans and stuff for, well, Laura is the one where we were talking about it actually one day. And she's like, and if you have a sense that you need to go and get your mammogram, go, because that's what she sensed. And then she found out she had a lump and she had to have a lumpectomy. But I was like feeling that at that time. And that's that gifting that she has from God. It was like a word of knowledge, like, get there. Don't waste any
mhm,
more time. Get there.
mhm,
So yeah, I'm absolutely grateful for those kind of friendships. I would have, same thing, never met Laura and had her for a friend for now 5 years.
mhm.
Oh, hey, Miss Southern Belle, welcome in. And you make money on that. Try you now. What is that? Miss
Probably like
Annabelle,
a
you want to
YouTube.
come up and tell us about that? I don't know what that is. Hold on. Let me get the link. Are you guys protected on your sides?
Yep, I got 20 minutes. Sub
All right,
20
I'm going
minute
to turn off my little lights so I can get my.
I'm so glad you said something.
Yeah, I know. I almost forgot tonight too.
I was so distracted by the cuteness over here.
Of
I'm
course, we've
talking
got a
about
lot going
protected.
on.
What? What protection? I'm feeling naked over here. What are you talking about?
Charging.
That's like, oh my,
Yeah.
that's like the mutt saying, I don't know why they want to see my shorts. If you have a minute, pop up and talk to us
don't-
about it.
David!
In the house. Love it. Love it.
Hey, David.
David Corey with the prop is in my house. What's up, David?
Yeah, I do love the mixture of people and from all the various walks of life and different places that YouTube does bring together. That's for sure.
hmm
And gardening brings together too.
Yeah, yeah.
And kind of unifies, just like you're saying. Like we could have different political beliefs and different faiths and things like that. But if we have something that unifies us, I like that I've found friends that want to focus on that and not the divisive.
Remember the old show?
Live.
The old show and the song that went through it, and I don't even remember it, but it takes different strokes to rule the world.
Right.
Yeah, different strokes. Long time ago. Great show.
And you can learn something from everybody. Everybody has a lesson that they've learned through their life to teach somebody, to pass on. It's
You
good
saw
to
I've
see.
been working.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nasty, isn't it? Look, I should wash my hands.
Yeah,
Mine look dirty though in this light too, and they're not. They
got
just
that
look.
U-Haul dirt on your hands.
Mhm.
This is true
Right.
dirt.
True dirt.
I just realized it.
True dirt for
It's
real
real.
men.
It's real dirt.
Real.
Oh, you can have a panel too. It sounds like Snapchat for lives. The way you said it doesn't keep it there. You now. That's so weird. But you can make money. But is it better than the clock? Yes, of course.
Might
No
check
pen.
that out.
No pen to be found. No.
You know, I only like TikTok when it's
I'll take a
sent to me.
picture of it.
Like, I don't go there and look for stuff. I just like it when someone says, hey, check this out. And
Right.
I'll look at it and it's funny, and then, or it makes a good point.
Yeah.
But I don't go there on purpose.
Right.
You know?
There's so many platforms that it's hard for me to keep track. But when I get into real, like, it's funny because those are more addictive, like the TikToks, the reels, the shorts, because you can get those bites of information so quickly.
Yeah.
I got no business.
Yeah. I'm building my Rumble channel. I'm just taking, copying off of my computer all my long form videos and putting them up. And those ones you do get monetized, but I think there's a game that you have to play there as well.
Of course.
So
Oh, I hate games.
yeah, all of it's a game, right? So
I know it is. Oh,
it's a tough one to get your stuff played.
Right.
So I think I've made a whole probably 9 cents over there. Oh, look at that. Magically, you just put that kitten to sleep.
Wow.
This right here should be
Aw.
enough to jack your ratings up.
Right?
I mean, come on. It
That's
fell
what-
asleep.
That's what Laura said when they got those dogs. That's when she started getting more subscribers and
Oh,
more
those
views
are hilarious.
on her shorts. Like, they made a huge difference with that.
Mhm.
now, Carol,
Yeah, that's what we
know-
were just talking about, Dave, before he came in. Isn't that crazy? We're trying to, yeah. Homestead Aquarius came up with a good name, call them cargo shorts. Because you got to
yes, cargo
stuff
shorts.
a bunch in there in those 3 minutes and make it like relevant. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Homestead. I'm sorry.
But well, I'm just a little, I just feel a certain kind of way because I already gave you the ultimate idea for your channel. You'd already be viral, be one of the top.
Yeah, the bikinis that I think
Oh
I'd
my
get
God, you
arrested.
remember? Yes.
I would get arrested. How
No, you
weird.
wouldn't. You got to, it's just casual walking on the beach,
You only get
talking to
arrested
the
if you
young ladies and
say,
doing bikini fashion reviews. That's all it is. And everybody would tune in. Yeah, South Florida sunshine beach bikini
Yeah.
review.
Then some chick would see her bikini body on there and probably sue me.
No, they get to opt in. You know,
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's like Girls Gone Wild. They sign a contract before you put them up, except for they're dressed. Thank God.
if you don't do it, I will.
Okay, we'll
I'll
leave
make
it.
that some fishing money. We'll
You,
go
we'll leave,
fish.
I'll give that one to you. You definitely can go viral.
David said he's in.
We'll do some
I'm sure I could
bikini
get quite
reviews
a.
and fishing.
Mutt said, Carol, do you not think so? So I think that was in regards to this. I do not believe that we all have learned our lessons in our lives. So he was responding to that.
Oh, I do. I meant. Oh gosh, I screwed that sentence up. I do not believe what you said. We've all learned lessons in our lives that we can pass on. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. Forming words and sentences is hard for me in the side chat while we're talking. And sometimes, it's like chewing bubble gum and walking at the same time, but much harder. Hey, gardening warrior. Yeah. Got some great Jamaican sorrel. I got to get mine. I have the green. It's like what is it called? Not false sorrel. You can still eat the leaves. The calyxes aren't as good though for tea. It's still a pretty plant. Like the blossoms are beautiful. They're like a hot pink.
Oh yeah, we've got that growing around here. It's either sorrel or false sorrel. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
There's several species, but it's
Mhm. Yeah,
it's
there's
like
a
in the dock family. It's
yeah.
it's almost like that.
Yeah,
Looks
I
a lot
think
like
they're
it.
are they in the mallow family? I don't remember. Let me see.
Yeah, it just looks like dock. I'm not sure what family it's in, but it looks like curly dock and yellow dock and
It might be.
ACR.
It might be. Hey, CR. They're mallows.
ACR.
See, I don't know how I remember that random stuff. I really don't. But then I can't remember, stuff that might help make me a lot of money.
The
Like stock trading and all that stuff, like money.
Wah, 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 wah. It's above our pay grade.
Yep. Totally.
Q,
Totally.
the gardening warrior is down there, and she says Robert's trying to lead us to strays. No, I'm trying to lead myself to strays. I don't need no competition. But that's funny.
Hey, those strays get lonely too.
Well, I mean, we have it's like
Appreciate you.
Barry. I want to be like Barry and just take care of humans. He's got the cats. I got a couple of cats running around here, but we got a lot of stray young people, and maybe I need to start gathering them up.
Yeah, any of y'all who want to come up and talk about that are creators, this 3 minute, how you feel about that 3 minute short, or how you even feel about what shorts are doing for your channel or not doing, you're welcome to.
I don't
Just
know.
let
I've
me
never
know.
worn shorts on my live yet, but I may have to buy some.
Well, my I'm a Florida gardener where I go and I show that I'm wearing short alls and not overalls. That seemed to get views. So I'm grateful for that. But yeah, that's the only shorts I've really purposely shown. Like I got to stay cooler down here. Oh, Miss Sharon, yeah, can you bring them in? your sorrel? You want to show, I bet you do creative redundancy. You just want to have that weather to be able to show them.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. I got a phone call that keeps coming in. It's like, well, I can't talk right.
Okay.
It's really
Okay.
loud.
So are you popping down?
I probably need to. Y'all,
No,
hey,
take
y'all have been doing a great job up here. Okay, I have enjoyed tonight. Y'all were
you.
up here discussing, you know, some great subjects, and I like the way that y'all are handling those subjects. You're doing great.
Thank you.
I'm more and more impressed with this little group that's growing. Um, doing good stuff. Got some great people here. Um,
Thanks.
not you, Diva, not you, but the other people over here. Okay.
Hey, that's my
Why?
buddy.
Why are you dissing me?
So not nice.
I listen to your late night whining all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, you watch yourself. I'm gonna be talking to you later. Watching you.
There
Hey,
you go, Mutt.
but y'all are great, and thank you for letting me up here and possibly, causing you problems. I'm known to do that, but y'all be good. It's good to see all of y'all. Good to talk to you, and take care of yourselves.
Right.
Mhm.
You too. Thank
You
you
too.
so much.
See you, Homestead.
Appreciate it, Homestead. I'm glad you popped up. Good to have you. Yeah, Miss
Mhm.
Southern Belle, that's so cool that you're doing those. If y'all haven't checked out Miss Southern Belle's channel and one another in the side chat, please do. And I don't know if I gave Vitra a proper hello. He came in
I did.
earlier, way back, and I don't know if I got to say his name because we were all chit chatting.
I did wave. I did a wave.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
I waved, but I like
I
saying
agree.
his
10 to
name.
15 minutes to get him off a panel. Mm-hmm.
If you keep that up, we'll be back up here again.
Yeah, is that what they need, David? They just will not do well. They have like deep, deep roots, kind of like
Comfrey.
they are sturdy like okra. I have to say that the false roselle that I have is it popped up from the seeds of the other one that was not doing well in a pot, and it just shot up. It's just like super tall. And then I killed one that I dug up and I was going to put over near a bed that I have, and another one popped up in its place within like not even a week, just as tall as me. But it's just like one big stem. It's just the weirdest thing. But they have gorgeous flowers.
Oh, did I disturb you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know if you're behind in the chat, Miss Southern Belle, because I talked about, I think, vegan way back. Is she in
I think she's.
yours, Barry? She might be behind
Yes,
in
she
the
is.
chat. Just let her know that she might be behind the chat because I talked about that a while ago. Yeah, it is in the hibiscus family, which I guess is a hibiscus a mallow also because they call it a mallow. I don't know. It's dancing all around tonight.
Here I
The
am.
okra
I'm
too
there.
has. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just muttering in the background. Look at that.
Oh, little piece of heaven farm. Good to see you.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. Did you
I
get any of,
drive by.
yeah, did you get any of your tropicals to really take off? I killed my last vanilla vine. I need to get a new one. My vanilla orchid. Actually, I think an animal did because I planted it next to the tree hoping it would go up one side of my tree, and that's the side sometimes where the possum likes to go. I think it knocked it out of the soil. Good to see you. For sure. But yeah, that was interesting about the normal. Yeah, I always say that because of having a special needs child that normal is just a setting on your washer and dryer.
Yes,
Normal is different for everyone.
everybody. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So I have a
Ooh,
weird thing that I'm going to talk about.
okay.
Oh, they have huge banana plants, but no bananas yet.
Yeah.
In like across like the chicken coop is just across from my studio, and there is some holes where when the rats come, they like to go into, and I usually just start, putting in some river rock pieces into it because as it's trying to climb out, it's just pulling it
Mhm.
all down. Anyway, the area they've moved whoever is coming in and out, and I'll have long periods of time where there's nothing, I'm not seeing any rat action. And then this last week, it was, right in the corner, and the hole was a little bit bigger than normal, and so it was like more river rock. And I thought, okay, put the traps out, get the traps set up, and
Yeah.
I just put rat attractant in them, and so I have 4, and they're brand new, and so in the morning it was like one, like sometimes they get set off, and so 1 was down, 3 were still up, and I went, dang it, okay, fine. And so carry on with the day, and then someone has just recently, I saw a little short about it, about using chocolate X-Lax because they eat it. And then, of course, they go and defecate they end up, they can't hold it and it's in the nest and they won't live where they've, had a big poop. And so I thought I'll put a few little bits of chocolate around. And so
Mhm.
the one that was closed, because I just thought, oh, it just got set off. I thought, well, I should X-Lax and do the traps. Well, I go and I open the one up and I say, oh, there is something in it. And I thought it must be a little mouse, not a rat. And so I thought, oh, I got to go get something to, dig it out or whatever. So I'm pushing down the thing, and then I realized, no, it was a rat head.
Oh,
Just the head. Just the head. Just the head. There's no body. Who took the body? Where's the body?
Another rat, maybe?
No, but there's no.
An owl maybe saw it.
No, I hope so.
That poor owl has the poops now.
Oh no, they didn't that X. It didn't have the X-Lax. This was the next day. So there I have to get, I get my little prong thing out, and I'm walking around with this rat head in here to take it out to the garbage, and it's like, but it was like,
David.
okay,
David's like, what did you say?
I did say X-Lax.
Yep,
X-Lax.
you said it. I don't know how that happened twice tonight, David, because when I was over in Tampa, I walked in and somebody it was Mike's was saying something like, I thought number 3 was, diarrhea. And I'm like, what the heck did I miss? I just went to get my charger. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And so in that exact same trap, there was one, about 2 weeks ago. And it was again caught by its head. But its body was laying down. And this one, there was like a little bit of stuff done here and a little bit of stuff done on the there's no possums here. And its innards were hanging out, and it was like, and I went, okay, what did that?
Right.
And so then it's like,
Crows
okay,
can do stuff like that. Do you guys
there's
have
a little
crows?
bit of well, not late at night, not in the night. Like in the black.
And you're sure that's exactly when it was caught? Was that night?
Oh yeah, because I would have set the trap up at 7 or 8 o'clock it's 7 o'clock at night, and then in the morning when I get up at 7, and it was like there it was closed, and there was and it was just a head. It's not. And the last one is
my poor cats. Well, if your cats come home from a night out and they got somebody knows about X-Lax in your neighborhood. Oh, those are great. You should be getting some bananas pretty soon. They do like to have a big mat, though. Bananas have a big root system.
We do have minks here.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm concerned about, is that it's going to be something, but because there has been something else that has left poops that are bigger than,
or get
one
of those. Get what Barry has. You don't need. You just need that safety one with the, like we both have.
I have a set of cameras, but I need a 12-year-old to come and set them up.
Ours are real easy. The Wi-Fi ones that we have.
Wah, 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 wah.
All I did was download an app and just I screwed it in outside.
No,
Mine's
no.
solar.
I'm talking.
Are you calling me a 12-year-old?
No, she's just saying a 12-year-old could do it, but she can't. Yeah. Well, then she's calling us both 12-year-olds.
No,
Hey.
no, you people.
I
like,
get a
there's-
do-over.
You guys
That
are all
means
smart. You got smarts for
you
different
are
things.
very smart.
I don't have the smarts when it comes to that stuff.
You could
No,
do it. You could
No.
do it.
do
Marissa
it.
could guide you through it.
you know what?
My
Marissa
biggest
already-
thing is you guys screwing it into something on a ladder would be my concern.
Did,
Marissa already guides me through everything else in my life, and it's like,
My
"Oh,
daughter.
Do you want to help me? Do you want to help me put up some cameras?"
David,
It's so amazing, little
Dude.
Lisa having farm.
just to let you know, Diva, when you buy when you download the app, which is free for the camera,
Right.
it's got a QR code that does everything for you.
Yeah. It's pretty
Not all of them, but the
straightforward.
one I have does.
Yeah.
But
Barry
what
got
if
a
you don't
really
have that kind.
he got a
Yeah.
really good deal on his too.
I'll tell you what brand it is when where's it at?
Mine
Well,
was like a
I should go upstairs and get mine because they're upstairs. Well, that's where a kid told me. I said, I bought those cameras. I don't even know where they are in the
Are they
house."
though? Do you have to hardwire them into your house, the ones you got, or are they?
No.
Oh, okay.
Their
Gotta get
Wi-Fi.
those up.
They're okay. Okay. So here's the other thing. You will know if your cat ate the rat and the X-Lax.
Right. That's like I was thinking too. Like you don't want no owl over your house that's eating slacks and eats all the rats. Just fly by pooping on everything. Ew.
No, I'm saying I need a 13-year-old. They have the smarts for it. Okay, so here's another thing.
Mhm.
Because yes, I'm intelligence. I have
Oh.
intelligence in different things. Okay, here and there. If you go, okay, Ms. Washington, we need you to fill out this form. I break out into a cold sweat. Like it's just,
Oh,
it's just a,
I don't
it's
like
just
forms either. I
a
hate
contact form, and I look at it and I start, okay, and it's like, and
I'm-
and they put, and the first thing I'll say surname, and I go Maureen, and it's like I've already screwed it up already.
that. Yeah, I've
Like
done
I
that.
don't know why. I don't know every time. So when it comes to filling out forms, I don't like to do that. I've always had, hey, could you fill out the form for me? Because I just get panicky and weird. Like I
Right.
don't know why. So again, when it comes to these cameras,
Weird.
I feel panicky and weird.
You could do it though. You just need to do that 10-minute rule and focus on it just for 10 minutes. And do that break it down into smaller parts thing. Put it over to the side. Get up. Get camera up. What are the things? Get your drill. Get the screws are probably in the box with it, so you probably don't have to take that. Make sure, even before that, make sure it's pre-charged. At least that's what I had to do with mine. I know. That's what she's hearing right now.
Well, actually, my girlfriend and
There you
her
go.
husband, he's my
There you go. Yeah.
has a camera that is easy and you don't need a subscription and it's affordable. Well, I already bought.
Yeah.
I think I've got 4 upstairs.
Barry has one like that too, GT. Does yours have like really like a solar connected to it? That's the one thing I love about the outdoor one in the back. And I have another one that I'm going to go and shoot down the side of the house eventually. But
Mine has a subscription option, but I didn't pay for that part because I have an SD card in it.
yeah,
would-
you can do either. I didn't do the SD.
Well, you could do both.
I need
It
to.
gives you both options. But
Yeah, you can.
why would I?
I had the subscription because I just didn't
Why
feel
would
like
I-
going out and getting an SD card and
I'm
then
just
taking
saying,
it
why
out.
would I pay for something when I could buy an SD card and
Exactly.
Yeah, that's just what you need as a kid can hack. Did you see that one kid they were like, what a great son. He hacked into a Swiss bank and transferred like $45 billion too.
Well,
His dad, you totally got this. Yeah, it's probably not a snake, Shawnee. They would swallow the whole thing and then probably vomit up, I think, the bones. They do that sometimes. I didn't see the run-on post, Mutt. I don't know if YouTube snagged it. There you go. Yeah, it's just a song.
her head smells like vanilla wafer cookies.
Oh my gosh. I used to love that. The smell of like baby after the bath, and you're just snuggling baby, and it's like, oh, clean baby smell.
Yeah.
I love
Good night, Matt.
little baby. Good night. Night,
Good
Mud.
night, bud.
Hope
That's
you
part of
continue.
what put me to sleep when I
Yeah.
put my
Hope you
kids to
continue
sleep.
to heal, hon. Sorry, that was from Mutt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, by the way, Mutt, if you're still hearing me, do you have any of those boots that you're using that have the like, they have air in them? I have some of those that might help with the edema. Get the fluids moving. I hope you're saying that. Are you saying that to Mutt, or are you going to, Miss Sharon? Yeah, I need to get the SD cards for them, I guess.
I'm going to take stock in the company that makes them.
Right. Yours was awesome. I can't get over, like, too, with your floodlight, how great and clear it was. But mine, the problem is mine is so far away from the back of my house. Like, I can blow it up on my phone, but I wish I need to put one like right there on the patio and where I can see behind my bananas.
Well, my complaint is it's tied to just the app on the phone. I wish there was an app for my laptop too.
Yeah,
'cause-
they have them. They have them on Amazon. I originally got them for my mom when she wasn't able to move around a lot, and I'll use them sometimes when I'm getting restless legs.
She's talking about the boots there.
Sorry, Barry. I just want to. I think that might help him. Oh, okay. You're still here for now. I know you don't have to do so much work, Miss Sharon. Just kick back, unless you like doing that. I mean, if you get joy out of it. But
Fell asleep.
Yeah, I wish I'm same here.
right? No, he's like got the serious. He's in court. The kid is like in big trouble. They had him shackled.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew, Northwest Coins. Good to see you. Those of you who don't know, Andrew lives up in the Arctic Circle and makes gorgeous earrings and things like that in this style. Like, Andrew, was that passed down to you, or like, was there another artist before you in your family where that was passed down? Okay, and just shop around on Amazon, because a lot of them, are the same. They're just called all different, like, Asian names. The Asian name kind of changes, but they're all kind of the same.
They didn't get to keep the money though, David. That's the
They
thing.
didn't get to keep the money.
So,
and he's
yeah,
in
so I
jail.
don't think
Poor kid.
the kid's in jail. So
Yeah. But can you imagine? He's a really young kid. I think he was like 12, and he's hacking into Swiss banks. Genius.
It's my kind of kid. Yeah.
Oh, you make a lot in your own design, but I didn't know if anybody had come before you that taught you like about the carving of the earrings or anything. If it was a tradition or anything.
You love your sister?
Oh, it's the only way you can. Okay, keeps your brain going.
You love your sister?
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, thanks, Miss Southern Belle.
This one's asleep. I
I
want to
need
put
to-
it somewhere.
I need to get my craft stuff all together. I have so much.
When it's getting warm.
Wow, that's awesome, Andrews. My daughter kind of did that a little bit, but then when she needed to upgrade the case, we had our neighbor who's really good at that help her out, and he did it for free. My new cat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's scary. Okay, so it is a family tradition. That's really cool, Andrew. Because we have like artsy in the family. Like my dad was an engineer, but then he later started doing stained glass. He's always been able to fix things, but he never did anything like jewelry. But he could build just about anything. I've got I've got 3 of his bookcases and another piece of furniture that he built.
Oh.
His money out of the bank. Thing. Wow. Well, all of those should still be insured, so I hope that the people get their money. I don't know what the purpose is of these things happening other than to put us all on a certain system eventually.
I'm gonna find a place for this baby to sleep. I'll be back.
Barbara,
Hello, Barbara Moet. I don't know why hers is hidden in here. I can't. It's right in between the two. I can't get it to come forward. So sorry about that, Barbara. I can't bring your hello up.
hold on, I just saw her. Where did it go?
Yeah, it's in between. It's in between Andrew's Northwest Coins where Oren built his when he was 11 and Passamaquoddy's. I told her ex. There's one in there. But it's like it's smushed in there, and I can just see the hello all from
Okay,
Barbara.
I think I got it. There we go. I got it.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah. Oh yeah. See,
welcome in.
I can see you highlight it.
I've had that happen before, where it's like it smushes the side chat smushes in, StreamYard. That's another thing we have coming up at the same time. While they're doing this with the shorts, the StreamYard is now raising to $44 as their base. And a lot of YouTubers are leaving StreamYard and, looking for a new streaming service. And my friends here have done some things and looked into some things, talked about certain ones. Barry tried out one, but it wasn't going well. But I think that might have been Wi-Fi glitchy that night.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should use that one for tomorrow night.
No,
give it a
not yet.
shot.
No, we still need our hours.
Oh yeah, you need yes, that's right. Because
still
I can't co-stream with you on it.
Yes, we still need to get those hours together. I need your help. Please.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I know, yeah,
Help
no.
the poor children.
No, I will.
I need to smear my makeup and look pitiful. Like
in the arms of the angel. Even you can donate to South Florida Sunshine by just coming and watching her videos and helping her with her hours. Look at poor Carol, all distraught. Your donation of your time watching her lives will help Carol hit her 4,000 watch time hours.
So I can finally get paid. I can be a paid hoe and not just one they're using. I was saying that to somebody yesterday. I'm like, YouTube is a big trafficker. Look at all these people they using and not paying. Crazy.
Yeah.
Right? They're trying to make more money off of us, David. They want longer content because that's where they can put all those ads. Yeah. So they want us to be creating longer content.
Well, the 3-minute thing is that's all in competition with the clock channel because the clock channel goes up to 10 minutes.
Oh, it does now. Okay, I didn't realize.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize they went into more of a longer form. So they're getting nervous. Yeah, that's not us. Said. We don't get no.
What she say? She said this.
That's right. I did say that. I said a hoe. Well, because that's what too. Like in Hollywood, they're all hoes. They're hoes. The way that they do what they're told and get paid. To get paid for working.
Well, but if you're Canadian, you can't get paid on the clock channel.
Yeah, that stinks.
So, because I was working my clock channel, and then it was like, why am I working this channel so much? I'm trying to drag them over
wants to move you to the U.S. to be with your friends here.
You guys have those
Well,
like things that try to kill you.
yeah, we do.
No,
We do
leave
have
those
that.
things. Yeah, we want to be pantyhose.
That's right. That's what I mean. It's more like what is it now? Trouser hose or skirt hose or cargo hose. They gotta
Or
make those
cargo hose.
cargo hose. They gotta make those shorts extra long now. Yeah. That's it. That's what I was thinking as far as like, yeah, they're competing with the clock channel, but also they're paying us less by doing that with a 3 minute, and it'll only count towards shorts. So you have to outsmart them, like Maureen said, and make sure you put it horizontal if you know you're going to be doing a real short video on something.
Mhm. Yeah, well, you just don't
Yeah,
like I'm still
my
gonna
long
stick
john.
to about a minute, the minute long,
Right.
um,
It'll be nice
it
to have that extra 10 seconds though, because it's
abs
always that
absolutely.
thinking extra 10 seconds that you're working on to get it into a minute.
Yes,
It's like,
yes.
just trim that, trim that.
That's correct,
Hmm.
Barbara.
Right. Yeah, for the clock.
Yeah, it's exactly. So I just went, I'm not gonna keep pushing
Right.
my like I'll throw them up there here and there
Mhm.
because eventually maybe they will start paying
Right.
us up in Canada. But in the meantime, it was like a
Yeah.
focus on my YouTube here, and
Right.
then I'm building up the Rumble
Hmm.
channel and just
Well, what
transferring
about
everything
Insta?
over.
No? No on the Instagram?
I okay. Okay. So I don't get X. Like I never got Twitter. I was on Twitter,
Mm.
but
Okay.
and people go, "Boy, you're busy on Twitter." But I had a lot of automated things. So if something posted on Facebook, it would post on my Twitter. I had it all set up
Got it.
like that.
Okay.
I don't get that place. I don't know how you make money. And in Instagram, I don't get it either. I do post on it, but I post because it's connected to my Facebook.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's and I do like I make I don't know, I think I make like $2.35 every couple of months just from Facebook Reels. My Facebook like if I was pushing my Reels more, I probably would make more money,
Oh,
but
I didn't hear it like that, David. Maureen reminded me that once it goes horizontal, they kick it over. So are they opening it up to horizontal
it's
too?
no, not the horizontal. You can have it
Oh.
square. You can have vertical or
Yeah,
square. If
vertical and
you
square. That's right. Those are the
if you
two.
put it horizontal, it will not be put in as it'll be put in as a long form. Mhm.
Oh,
And why
God.
am I not singing in the garden? Because that doesn't actually help. I've sang a couple of times on some videos.
She does do it
Um,
so well. Yeah.
I'll just throw it out. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll throw it, but it's not like when I do a little bit of singing on one of my long forms that somebody like all of a sudden, wow, that video took off. Nobody gives two hoots about it. So, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot my password to Snapchat, so I've got a Snapchat out there that I don't know how to get back into. And I did it a long time ago too, Andrew, with just one of my friends. Her and I would just try out the filters and send them to each other and be goofy.
Yeah, I don't get that's another one. Don't get it. And my niece the other day go, "Oh, I sent you a Snapchat." I go, "Oh, Auntie's so old." And I said, and so then I said, "I might have it." And she goes, "Well, I sent it to you." And so I just in my search on my
Mhm.
phone did Snapchat. I said, "Oh, I do have it." I don't get it. So yeah.
Oh dear, I'm not even highlighting that one. Gardening Warrior. But I've seen some lives on X. Yeah, I know with the clock, you have to have, I think they said, what, is it 1,000? How many is it? I forget. You have to have so many to go live on there,
Mm,
I thought. And I
yeah.
wonder if it's that way too, Pass Them Quiet with X. Aw, that was sweet, CR.
Mhm.
I have to say, if Snapchat would have went into a format like the clock, they would have really done well because they had excellent filters earlier than anybody else did, like that you could play with. But yeah, it's a that clock channel's addictive. That's what I was gonna say. Like if I get sent something or I get over there, I can get lost.
Hmm. Yeah, but it's like when you start looking at,
Like some of
scary,
it's not great.
controversial stuff,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you go, now your feed is all this, negative,
Crap.
negative, negative,
Right,
negative, and
right.
it's like, I just want the fluffy bunnies and
That's
kitties,
what I
fluffy
look at.
bunnies, kitties, fluffy bunnies, kitties.
That's what my daughter sends me. She sends me like pugs and things like that because we used to have a
Mhm.
pug, or birds because we used to have bird and things like that.
Mm,
So I get a
mhm,
lot of animal ones.
mhm.
She and her little group of school friends have nightly meetings. Oh wow. Only thing I didn't like with Snapchat, like for kids back in the day, was they could just totally erase the whole thing. So if they were up
Yes.
to no good, it was like, I don't like that. That's a
Mm,
teacher here. I'll snap her when she's at work, but every morning we filter pics. Uh, and it is fun
mm. Oh,
You
when
know that
we say clock channel,
for
what we're talking,
the ticky
yeah,
one. That sounds
yeah.
like clock. Ticky. That one. The one that's from the country that ends in Ina.
uh,
I
I can
won't say
type
what
it
it
in.
rhymes with because that's very bad. But it ends
Carol.
in Ina. I'm sorry. It was Gardening Warrior took me there. Let me pop back out of the gutter.
Okay,
Sorry.
she got it. Yeah, we can spell it out, but it's like,
Yeah, I didn't think about spelling it out. Gosh, I
because
just
it's
got
like if we say those things, those are like trigger words, and it doesn't.
right.
The clock channel doesn't like them. People over there saying, the YouTube channel either. So then
Yeah.
you get it pulls things. It's like, oh, let's not support them. So.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, I had for a little bit. What's that other one? They use it in other countries. I can't think. Barry, do you remember the name of that? A lot of countries use it to text.
what's
What? Yep.
that?
WhatsApp. I got rid of that because your phone number goes into it, and sometimes people can see your phone number. I was like, no,
I
no.
Oh,
haven't
maybe.
any.
Great place for hackers. What was
Yeah,
that, Bear?
I haven't had any trouble out of it.
Mm.
And everyone I talk to on there is from over in the UK.
Yeah, that's what it's usually used for, is people talking country to country like that.
I think I have that one too, but I have no idea how to use it. And it's like I don't have the brain capacity to try to learn something
I
else.
don't have the brain capacity to keep up with all these things. Even just YouTube, I just don't have the time and the brain capacity like I used to focus in and figure it out. And
Yeah.
I'm always been a global thinker, so it's like my brain has to put it together like a puzzle, and then once that puzzle's put together, watch out. But if a piece is missing, I just get frustrated, and sometimes I'm like, whatever. That's how I get. Whatever. Just that's kind of how I've been with YouTube lately. I'm just like, whatever. I don't have the time. That puzzle piece is missing, and then also too, we've been just having a lot of rain. I haven't even my starts are going to all die because I haven't been able to get them out there because I need to clean the beds and add soil. I also need to test that soil that I had those watermelon starts in, but I think it's okay. Hey, lovely Samaria, welcome in. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, okay. I totally understand. You've got 3 girls, and yeah, a lot of energy expended every day there, Gardening Warrior. Bless you.
Good
Bless you
night.
for
Good
coming
night,
in.
good night, lovely.
Yes, have a great night.
Good night, Gardening Warrior.
Yeah, help me find the corner puzzle pieces. Yes, brain, find it. I just remember like those last college classes I took to keep my certificate. I was starting to get headaches, and I was just like, I don't know how much longer I can keep this up, going back and taking college classes. Because of course, at my age, I wanted an A. I was like, I wanted good grades now. Why couldn't I focus in and get those before in school? I have no idea. But when I got to college, my grades improved, except for the classes that one I missed, and the other one, it was just over my head. Actually, two were over my head. One was like at the private school. It was Old Testament. Oh gosh, what was that? The name of the course, but it was all the Old Testament. So it was a lot of memorization. And you know the names, if you've ever read a Bible or heard about the Bible, the names are really hard. Like, it's just hard.
Yeah,
One
it's
hour
not all
and
just Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
no,
Paul.
right. Exactly.
So 1 hour and 39 minutes away from
Aw,
Andrew's mom's 64th birthday. Happy birthday to your mom.
yeah. Oh my goodness. We could have been friends. She's only 10 years older than me. I know. It's great. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Good night, Gardening Warrior. Peaceful night's sleep. I can't keep up with YouTube.
Yeah.
Never mind all my other social media and all the group
Yeah.
chat. Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's tough. It is tough. You know, my focus has been finally, like, you know, because I was trying to, with my music channel, even trying to get it monetized back in 2020. And I didn't understand all the ins and outs, and, you know,
Right.
hanging out more and learning more. It's helped. So, you know, it's like, and it's like, you have, you know, your bottom line is, to me, is they are a business, and their business is to
Right.
make money. And
Exactly.
so if you are playing their game, you're going to make them money. If you're playing the game, then they're going to push you more. That's what I'm kind of
Yeah.
hanging
Yeah.
out with,
Right.
is the fact that it's like, fine, like, I did sign up to do memberships, you know.
Right.
It's not something that I'm real like, yeah, memberships, but it's like they want to see memberships. So you go, fine, I'll do memberships. I'll figure out how to do it and add it in. So
Mm. Oh wow, passed. Yeah. I did the opposite. I was so good in elementary and I was good in college, and the ones in between I was like, I guess hormonal, because I was like, screw it. Except for the classes that I was really interested in and that I liked. I could focus. But yeah, and you know all those things. You've learned so much. I mean, you've taught me stuff. You taught me about my email that I constantly forget to look at. It's because all the new stuff came out.
And I have to send her stuff and say, hey, have you checked your email? There's something in your email box that is for you. Have you seen it yet?
Right?
Oh, yeah, no, I haven't checked it yet. Oh, right.
Oh, that's sweet, lovely Samaria, that you're making her something. Very cool.
Neat.
And then you ask her at the end of the day, have you checked your email?
Right. No, not me. Oh
Well,
gosh,
only
the
if I
guy
know.
today.
Mm.
Go ahead.
No.
The guy today on the phone for my from oh goodness, he was trying to hunt down a radiologist for me. Didn't even get anywhere with the place where I went to have my scan. But he said that in the end of the conversation today. He's like, you know, I'll call you on Monday. Oh, I could email you. I'm like, please, good God, do not email me. Do not send me this an email. Please call me. I need a phone call on this kind of stuff because I don't want it to get lost. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome, Gareth.
That's amazing.
5.4.
Gareth, you should come up sometime and teach us some stuff.
You're our
Wow.
hero.
Right.
The one thing I will say that I'm because I'm still learning memberships.
Right.
One thing that I do like about it is that that becomes a feature where they will start to filter, bring back, you got mail.
Right.
You can have it where it'll filter out those that are members, that their comments come up. And so then you can make sure that you are commenting on those people who have been, you know, they're willing to spend the 99 cents a month or whatever. So.
Right. So you don't overlook them because they did that much interest in you that, yeah, they're really, yeah, you don't want to overlook those people that are your members. Oh, Andrew, it's a really busy month for you, and congratulations on your anniversary coming up. That's amazing.
Wow.
We got next month is our is it November. Yeah, next month. Gosh, it's gonna be November already. Our 29th. 29th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Next
Nice.
Thursday with my first marriage, it would have been our 37th.
Oh wow.
Mm.
My three older kids were just like me. My youngest was in the honor roll every year except for 1 year. And always on the teams list, graduated from college. Wow,
Wow.
that's awesome. Yeah, our daughter was the one right below valedictorian in college at Nova University down here for I think she
Wow.
did it. I think she did it like each time that she went to the different colleges for her degree. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you keeping me on and running me. Every bit helps. Plus, I like having you here. It's nice to have you here, Tibor. I've been missing Steve's just because I've had all this medical stuff going on. We both go to a live called we both go to a live called Corsair Trainers, and he basically he teaches survival skills, but he also teaches like situational awareness. He does talk about current events, where I think that's where you two kind of might shadow ban him a bit. But he's been around for a while. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hate that though, Barbara. Like, I'm really, speaking of an age thing, I'm very concerned. My husband's starting to do the thing where, and you guys can tell me if this is normal or not. Those of you, and he's 58. I had to think about it for a second. He will watch a show and he doesn't realize we're watching something we just watched not too long ago. I'm like, this is a repeat, and it's not just a one-time thing. He's been doing it more often lately.
Mm.
And it's like starting to make me nervous because my dad had dementia, Alzheimer's, and my dad also was part of the VA system. And they don't notice things, it seems like, until it's extreme. So, yeah, just say a prayer for us because we've got that going on too in the background where I'm seeing stuff. And with my father, I was the first one who saw it. I was like, something's not right with daddy, and something's going on. Oh, he's fine. He's just older. He's just older. I'm like, no, this is not it. No, something's wrong. And it was the next visit that I got up there was after he had gone into the hospital for, I forget if it was, I think it was, he had pneumonia. I don't remember what he had, but he hit a nurse. He had a sundowners and he hit a nurse. He thought he was being kidnapped in a garage. Andrew sounds like my October, my youngest. Birthday was yesterday. 2nd was my cousin Patty. The 6th is my brother Rick. My mom was the 17th. My dad was the 11th. My brother Mike. Yeah, you guys have busy Octobers for birthdays. I saw CT short lately. Not those, but the my birthday in December on the 4th. My wife on the December. Wow. Yeah, we have certain, like June is one of those. June, July. Well, it used to be, but we're kind of more spread out. You too. Oh, wow. All right. Well, have a great day.
Have a great day.
Great filming to you. Don't double tap if you're using a phone. Just for the
It's
record.
good seeing you again, Gareth.
But I'm sure you know that, Gareth, considering you're up to 5,000 subs and still plugging along.
Nope, he's still there.
He's still there. Yeah, that's the thing too with getting older, Barbara. I've started to officially film like an older person, where I don't film my video. I film my shoes going back into the house. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Paz, he's awake. Probably playing with his kitty, and yeah, he's taking a cat nap. There you go. Little cat nap. But yeah, I don't, to go back to the streaming service, I just wonder what. You can also use YouTube, but I don't know how many people they allow you to have when you do
One, if it's panel,
One
you can have
extra?
one person on panel,
Who?
and then everybody's in the chat with you, and that's it.
See, now that could be a moneymaker for them.
Yeah,
Just saying.
but but when you're, because it's like one of the things, I agree with you 100%. But they have to focus on one item. Like, it would be great if they could be the whole package, because like their video editing software, absolutely awful. But you have
Right.
somebody over here that's got a great one. You've got somebody over
Right.
here that's great
True.
with a streaming service.
Yeah,
And so
that's true.
I'm sure if they could, they would go, here, let's build a team to
True.
build that and be an all in one. But it all of it costs,
Right.
and whoever's up at the top, they like how rich they are.
Yes, of course they do. And they are quite.
And so, yeah. And so why go, hey, we need to, tighten our belts a little bit, maybe only make $6 billion personally this year, and just be an all-in-one and be the biggest
Yeah,
platform. They could.
exactly.
They could.
Yeah, they could. They definitely could. It
'Cause
would
all of
take
it's out there.
it would take a step back, just like how, even, but like, we'll just use my husband's job as an example. You make a base plus you can make commissions. Well, once you go into management, that's gone. You're on salary. So you kind of sometimes take a little bit of a cut, but then it works out because you're not out there all the time. Doing, he used to do lawn care. So you're not doing a lot of the tech work. Once in a while he's out there because he's in charge of all
Right.
that. I saw that. Who's running? Somebody's running?
Yeah, I forget what that was about.
Oh,
It makes sense if we go back to what we were talking about.
Right. Must. I think.
Mm.
They probably own stock and all. Yeah, they probably do. At least the people that run the. Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew. Yes,
Mm.
they do, Barbara. And they're trying to widen that gap so it's harder for us to get there.
Mhm.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And they like to kind of keep that knowledge to themselves too. I have 9 sisters and brothers and 11. Wow, 11 foster sisters, brothers. Wow.
What an unusual name.
Yeah, 132 nieces. Oh my gosh, and nephews. How does that even happen? Wow. Some serious math, some serious multiplication. Congratulations on that. That's a lot of booties to be crocheting during Christmas. Oh my goodness. Well, I am fading, and I think my friend had a very long day, and so did my other friend down here.
Yeah, both Barry and
Yeah.
I were definitely out in the trenches today.
Right.
Feel
For
like I'm
sure.
still in.
In the trenches?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
you were
nice.
for real. The tires were in the trench for a little bit there.
Hmm.
I thought if it doesn't make it up here, I'm just going to return it.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. What a blessing, Passamaquoddy. Well, I
Mhm.
appreciate you guys being like family to me. Yes, we all need more cat naps. That would help. And yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in and joining us tomorrow night. We will be over at Diva in the Dirt's channel at 10 p.m. Eastern. I never remember the Pacific.
7 o'clock Pacific.
Okay. Yeah, and it's only 3 hours. Why can't I remember?
Mhm. I
My
don't know.
brother's out there. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll get it one day. And Barry, are we going to be able to do it with you moving around? Will you have Wi-Fi, you think, for Sunday?
I have no idea.
Okay. Possibly over at Barry's at 9:30 Eastern on Sunday night. We
Mhm.
will see. Maybe we'll get a peek of the new place. Hee hee.
And thank you to Miss Sharon, who was
Yes.
putting up everybody's channel.
A round of
Yes, there you
applause
go.
for Miss
Yes,
Sharon.
please. Putting
Wonderful.
everybody's channel up and do you know, as Broke Farmer always says, is go and, you know, if there's somebody that's new, go and grab a hold of them and go check out their channel and, you know, and keep the love and the support going to one another.
Right.
So anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. I was just typing actually in Barry's chat. I forgot to let him know I had him open the whole time. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining
night.
us, and we'll see
Good
you
night,
next
Sheila. It's
time
good
tomorrow
seeing
night,
you.
hopefully. Bye.